Man, Ryan Ruoco, Mr. You Bet himself, and Rebecca Lobo ended up bringing up how players have been getting away with fouling Caitlin Clark live on right here. They're talking about this right here where JJ was holding the arm, okay? Then they're talking about this moment right here too, right? She's reaching through the body, reaching both sides, both arms through the body right here. So they're talking about this one. They're talking about right here on the swat down. It looked like she hit her hand just a tad bit.
Did Ryan Ruoco and Rebecca Lobo just expose the WNBA officiating crisis on national TV? What began as standard commentary quickly morphed into a blistering ANR takedown of the referees, highlighting how Caitlin Clark repeatedly takes hard hits game after game, while the officials behave like they're overseeing a casual weekend pickup game, absent, disengaged, and unaccountable. When your own broadcasters are openly raising red flags during the live feed, you know the situation has spiraled into a full-blown emergency. This wasn't typical color commentary. It was a broadcast-level intervention. The message was clear. This cannot continue. So let's rewind and break it all down painfully, play by painful play. Drop your thoughts in the comments, your take on these WNBA referees. Let's start here. They're pointing out the play where JJ clearly grabs Caitlin's arm. Then there's another moment they highlight her reaching through Clark's body, using both arms. Then we see the swat down. It looks like a slight hand contact. Rebecca Lobo straight up calls that a foul. Then there's another moment, JJ hits Clark on the arm. Lobo calls that a foul too. And no, it's not like Caitlin's the only one getting hit out there, but somehow, she's the one absorbing the worst of it, consistently, with zero repercussions. At this point, it's so expected it might as well be on the schedule. Caitlin gets hit. Refs ignore it. Fans erupt in disbelief. And the league shrugs like it's just another Tuesday. Social media now treats it like a meme challenge. What will Caitlin survive tonight? It's as if there's a hidden WNBA clause. Body slams are fair game as long as the jersey says Clark. We're no longer watching basketball. It feels more like WWE, and still no whistle. Just bruises and stunned reactions from the broadcast crew. Then the audio drops. You hear it clearly. The ball handler. There's a grab. There's a hold. There's another grab. All of those are fouls. Every single one. Then finally, a whistle on the most obvious call of the night. And the reaction, straight up, yo, they're calling them out. Ruoco and Lobo didn't hold back. They're known for keeping it real and for their respect for Caitlin's game. So of course, when they see this kind of nonsense, they're going to speak out. And let's be honest, all players deal with contact, but what Caitlin endures isn't tough defense. It's borderline assault. Each game is an obstacle course of elbows, hip checks, and jersey grabs. While commentators react in real time with shock, the officials stand by like they're cloud gazing. Caitlin's not just facing defenders, battling an entire environment where the rules seem to shift depending on her name. The refs might as well be acting in a totally different sport, definitely not basketball, maybe Quidditch, maybe a sci-fi drama. But not what the rest of us are watching. Rebecca Lobo didn't pull punches this past Sunday when the Indiana Fever played the Dallas Wings on ESPN. It might have been the most candid critique yet from commentators about how absurd the non-calls have become when it comes to Clark. According to Lobo, she made it her mission that day, July 13th, to stop sugarcoating and start holding referees accountable, live and unfiltered. And let's be clear, this isn't just rough contact in the paint. Clark is getting beat up the moment the ball is inbounded. It's 94 feet of chaos, start to finish. She's not being defended. She's being tested to see how much damage a player can take before they snap. And the refs, they're either in another dimension or pretending not to see what's right in front of them. The footage doesn't lie. You can literally see Clark's arm being grabbed. Nothing was called. Not until the most blatant foul at the end where she's visibly hit on the arm and knocked to the ground. But all the fouls leading up to it. Crickets, and the cherry on top of this circus. The wild inconsistency. Some nights, breathe on someone wrong and it's a flagrant. Other nights, full-blown body checks are applauded as gritty play. One moment it's strict enforcement, the next it's pure anarchy. And guess who always ends up on the losing end? Caitlin Clark. Shout out to Ruoco and Lobo for keeping it real. They didn't play politics, they didn't protect the league. They just told the truth. That's what fans want, truth. Not PR spin, not excuses. And whether the commissioner likes it or not, someone has to hold the line. Now try explaining this madness to a new fan. You hype them up. Tell them Caitlin Clark is the most exciting talent in the league, only to show her getting crushed by multiple defenders with not even a whistle twitch. Meanwhile, the broadcast crew is visibly uncomfortable. Trying to stay professional, they weren't just calling a game. They were narrating a breakdown in officiating logic. And in doing so, they delivered commentary more powerful than any dunk highlight. Let's be real, Clark's fouls are being ignored, while she's getting followed from half court to the rim like she's public enemy number one. Her coaches complain. She complains. And still nothing changes. This isn't a new trend either. It's been going on way too long. This is not a one-off. The foul disparity, the selective officiating, the silence from the top, it's the same tired script playing out over and over again. And now, it's happening on ESPN in high definition, with some of the league's most respected commentators finally saying what everyone's been thinking. The WNBA can't play dumb anymore. The crisis is livid, it's getting louder. The old fanbase didn't have the voice. The new fans do, and now it's up to honest broadcasters like Lobo and Ruoco to say, this is not okay. When Quinerly grabbed Caitlyn's arm and yanked her like it was a wrestling match, where was the whistle? When she wrapped her arm around Caitlyn's waist like it was Valentine's Day, again, where was the call? Don't be fooled. The league knows what's happening. Every angle, every play is logged and reviewed. This isn't about human error, it's about selective ignorance. The solution isn't complicated. Call the game fairly, train refs properly, set clear, enforceable standards. If you can mic up coaches and players, you can hold officials accountable too. We're not asking for favoritism, just fairness. The WNBA wants more visibility, more fans, more respect. But how can you invite the world to watch and then let your brightest stars get beat down like it's a contact sport experiment? It's like screening a movie with the projector half broken and expecting rave reviews. The product suffers, perception suffers. Right now, the league is telling fans that Caitlin Clark has to survive every night, not thrive, just survive. Every time she gets body checked and there's no call, that's a statement. When she finally gets hit hard enough for even the refs to notice, it's too little, too late. I'm just glad the commentary crew finally stopped pretending. Because what Enrique did hitting Caitlin, putting both hands on her chest during the shot, that's not defense, it's textbook illegal contact. And yet, the ref stood there, watching. The footage shows her slammed into the scorer's table, arms flailing, sneakers skidding in. The referee is feet away, doing nothing. At this point, it's not even controversial. It's clownish. He could put a random fan in a zebra shirt and they'd do a better job. And no, this isn't about asking for superstar protection. It's about upholding the basic integrity of the game. Right now, watching Caitlin Clark play feels more like a haunted maze where something is always jumping out at her, and the refs act like they didn't see anything. Meanwhile, players like Aja Wilson and Breena Stewart consistently get to the line. Caitlin, nothing. She's not a bench warmer. She's the no-one pick, the league's main attraction, the reason those seats are filled, and yet she's reffed. Like a walk-on, it's not about giving her an edge. It's about giving her a fair shot at the game she's helping to elevate.